the way, spectators? This is KDV here from Spectrum Media. We are 3-4 days removed from the biggest WrestleMania of all time. 40 years of WrestleMania XL in Philly. And what a night. And we are going to get into the review. If you're new here, don't get left in the loop. Make sure you like and subscribe and get busy in the comments. So the first match, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's World Championship. So for starters, I would like to say that I really enjoyed Rhea Ripley's entrance. I thought her and Chris Motionless looked eerily similar to each other. But when Rhea Ripley debuted in the Judgment Day, I remember her looking like Marilyn Manson, so they both look like spitting images of him. But the match itself, it was great. It could have been better. I thought Rhea Ripley's match with Charlotte Flair at Mania last year was a lot better. But the match did what it needed to be done. Tell the story, a good story. You could say that the build up between these two was kind of lacking, but it kind of picked up on the last 2 weeks of it. But yeah, like the match was great. Nothing spectacular I want to point out with the match, but I would like to give this match 8.5 out of 10. Alright, the next match, A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller versus the Awesome Truth, the Miz and Truth, versus the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and New Cats Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, 6-pack tag match for the Undisputed Tag Team titles. This match was fun. It was a great ladder match, and quite frankly, I feel like every era of WWE needs to have its own ladder match at Mania, highlighting all the teams of that era. Cause like the first ladder match involving all the teams, I can't remember everybody that was involved at that one Mania. That set the trend. But this match, it was fun. I didn't really expect to be into the match for it to be that great. But one thing I want to point out is one thing that really made me laugh was when R-Truth told DIY, y'all get those titles, we get those, and they're gonna dap them up. I thought that was hilarious. And don't think I didn't see DIY when they came out looking like D-Generation X. And it all started with a joke, and I can't unsee it, Truth. So it was a fun match. Everybody did what they needed to do. I thought that Truth and The Miz winning the Raw Tag Team titles made sense because I felt like when they were a team a couple years ago, the Awesome Truth, it was a great team, and Truth was doing the best character work of his career because he was heel at the time with his little Jimmy stick, and he and Miz teamed up. But I just felt like that team kind of was built up in order to take the L with The Rock and John Cena at Survivor Series 2012 or 2013. I can't remember the top of my head. Who won the SmackDown titles? Oh yeah, A-Town Down Under. I think it was a good move to put those titles on them. To be honest, I'm hoping WWE pairs these two a lot more with Logan Paul, because I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of synergy going on there. And I guess we'll see what happens since Logan Paul is still the United States champion and these two are the tag team champions. I welcome a stable. But this match was fun. I'm finally glad that WWE decided to split the tag team titles. Next thing is to give both respected titles a facelift. So my rating for this match, it'll be a good 7.2 out of 10. Alright, the next match. Rey Mysterio and Andrade with Carlito, Cruz del Toro, Johnny Kiwa, LWO, shout out to Selena Vega, versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominant Mysterio with Legado del Fantasma, Angel, Humberto, and Electro Lopez accompany him. Shout out to Electro Lopez. Well, really shout out the entire Legado del Fantasma. No Diddy shit. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrero. I hope I'm not butchering his name. No Diddy shit. Y'all are fucking studs. No Diddy. This match, I wasn't really expecting this match to be good. It was really just to have Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar continue their feud and add a little Dirty Dom into it. So it was a fun match, but I really wish also that they would stop trying my boy Carlito in the background. Put some respect on my boy Carlito. And Hopefully Carlito does not turn on Ray, because if Carlito turns on Ray, let me see, this is the third time recently that Rey Mysterio's people turned on him. Dominic, Santos. So I hope Carlito doesn't turn on him. And we can't forget about years ago during the Ruthless Aggression era when Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio had a feud, and then when Batista and Rey Mysterio had a feud. So maybe it's Rey. Maybe it's Rey. The match, it was alright. I was expecting a little bit more from a match I wasn't really expecting to be great about, but it did its thing. I would give it a 6 out of 10. Alright, moving along here. The fourth match. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Okay, guys. I was expecting this match to be a lot better than it was. Like, all they really did was spam super kicks, and if I wanted to see super kicks spammed, I would have watched the Young Bucks match. So, I just feel like this match really exposed to how limited the Usos' moveset is. And to be honest, it would have been a better match if Jimmy was also getting his stock up in the WWE universe as well. Because it just feels like it's a one-sided match. Because we all wanted Jey Uso to win. Because we're all emotionally invested with Jey Uso. He's the one that's really been putting in work since day one. Well, not really day one. Well, I'm going to say day one because, pun intended. But he's been there since the entire Bloodline storyline. So we're going to gravitate towards him. I would like for these two to go back to the drawing board. And those two, just try to individually craft a great moveset that works for them. Maybe they adopt a few of their family's signature moves, since Solo Sikoa uses the Samoan Spike in memory of Umaga. I also want to point out Lil Wayne. You is the greatest rapper of all time. Don't you ever disrespect yourself again with that lackluster WrestleMania performance. And also, WWE left money on the table. Y'all should have had Lil Wayne give Jey Uso theme song. That would have been intro to him really forging his own character separate from his brother. But not spending too much time on this match. Because of the build up and because I really messed with Jey Uso, and I feel like his momentum leading into the match was great, and it would have been better if Jimmy Uso had his own little wave going. I would like to give this match a 6.8 out of 10. Alrighty. A match that I really anticipated. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Damage Control. Now, I enjoy the work of every single woman in this match. I am a huge Asuka fan. I am a huge Kairi Sane fan. I love Jade Cargill. I loved her time at AEW, but we are really going to see how great she really is once she develops more, gets that experience, because I felt like the match being so short as it was to have Naomi and Bianca Belair pretty much carry her through the match. But Jade Cargill did stand her own, and their entrance was great. The entrance was amazing. And their promo segment on the SmackDown prior to WrestleMania, and they called themselves the Big Three, looking like they really love Texas Hold'em by Beyonce right now, just like baddie Black Queen Cowboys. I would really love to see a stable with these three. Naomi, Jade, and Bianca. I would really love to see it. Like her and Naomi Jade and Naomi being a tag team, while Jade gains experience and Bianca being the one that goes after the title, the women's title. I would love it. But I also want to say this, since WWE's women's division is getting a lot of depth lately, I think it's crucial that it's time to introduce a mid-card women's title. And I thought they were going to do that this past weekend, since NXT introduced the Women's North American Championship, which is a big W. But one issue I have with this match, I just felt like Damage Control, they were just thrown around like rag dolls. I mean, it is three strong, gorgeous black women doing the deed and the damage. But it was a great, fun, fast match, and I would like to give this a 7 out of 10. Alrighty, number 6, Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. And let me just say, when Sami was prior to the match, when he was talking to his family, and then Kevin Owens came to give him to give them like that motivation. That shit hit me right there, bro. Like it's just I love the chemistry with these two. I love their rivalry. I love their friendship, and you can just tell that behind the scenes, like these two, no Diddy, really care about each other. But and people can argue and say that Chad Gable should have been in this position over Sammy. I can see that, but Sammy also deserves this from his character work in the Bloodline story, because I feel like he was putting on his best character work during the Bloodline story. I thought he was freaking hilarious. And it was great seeing a good babyface underdog story from Sami Zayn. He deserves this win. Even though, like I said, it would have also made more sense with Chad Gable, but you can just you can switch either man and it'll be okay. But quite frankly, since Chad Gable has been gaining momentum with the WWE Universe lately, I feel like the pot would have been bigger. But it was a great match. It was a great match. It looked like plenty of times. It looked like Sammy was going to lose to Gunther, the ring general, and Gunther just got a little too cocky, which I think would cost him the victory. So I would like to give this match an 8.5 out of 10. It was a nice, hard hitting match. It had you drawn to your seat. Like, will Sammy win? Will the ring general continue his Intercontinental reign? But Sami Zayn won, and it was a W. And I'm so happy for Sami Zayn. So, yeah, it was a great match. Alrighty. The main event, the Bloodline, The Rock, and Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Shout out to The Rock, that fire ass theme entrance. His Hollywood Raw theme is just fire. Like I'll ride to that shit with my speakers up. That People's Championship, fire. Cody Rhodes' entrance was hard. Seth Rollins' entrance, obviously, Seth Rollins, like, his drip is immaculate. Bro came out looking like a Power Ranger villain the first night, and the second night, bro looked like he was the one that gave the Power Rangers they powers. This match was fun. It took a little second to get into, but Roman Reigns' matches always been like a slow burn, slow pace. But when it got started, it got started. It was funny seeing The Rock getting speared by Roman Reigns, and he was just selling it like a little crybaby. The match pretty much felt like you and your homeboys playing WWE 2K. Y'all match down finishers. Y'all have a brawl in the crowd. They have a brawl in the stage entrance. Y'all take out one of the tables. Y'all spam ONG moments. Y'all take out the guardrails. It was fun. It was fun. Like I wasn't expecting The Rock to go like he did. One thing I really wanted The Rock and Roman Reigns to do in this match, I would have lost my shit if these dudes would have sat there and did a doubles people's elbow, which at one point I thought they were going for. But when The Rock hit Cody with the rock bottom and then the people's elbow, the rock bottom is the fastest moving wrestling, but when The Rock does it, you get hype. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting Cody kind of sort of kick out the people's elbow, but he didn't. And match ends, and you just see Cody Rhodes reminiscent of last year when he just stood in the ring, just blow damn. But on the real though, this entire night felt like Infinity War, dead ass, and the second night felt like Endgame. But with the Rock, Reigns, Cody self match, I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10. But overall, it was a great first night one. The crowd was a little dead, and it was explained because of the cold weather. It was great. There was a little room to the imagination for a few spots at Mania, but Mania did what it needed to do. This night was a great. Night one was great. Make sure you like and subscribe to all our social media platforms, guys. And to be continued with WrestleMania Night 2.